Alright everyone, I am slightly coming back to making videos again. It has been a long while, I am aware. I'm trying my best to make as much videos again as possible. And anyway, so as you can see, I summoned Madoka. Well, no, I didn't summon her. I pitied her. The reason didn't even arrive yet, but I was so like 30 summons, no on banner whatsoever. So I just decided to pity Madoka because she's light. I do really like Madoka, but mostly because she's light. Light's my favorite element, and she's just really good. And just I need a barrier unit, and yeah, I'm very happy that I pitied her. But I still hope that I can get Kyoku from the reset. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is about the one and only Raids. Now, Raids is finally back in Ground Summoners. I am saying finally, but I have never played Raid before. This is my first time. But I am here to help you play Raid basically. So I've been playing Raid a little bit. It came out an hour ago or so. So the best way to play Raid is having a sort of nuke team. So it depends on what boss you're defeating, but of course you should always go for the most difficult boss because it gives the best rewards and you can deal the most damage there. So this is my Raid team. I have a single Raid team. There's also an extra Raid team that I was going to use, but I was using two teams, but now I don't anymore because I have found a way. So as you can see here, this is my team for Raid. I only use this team, and this team works perfectly fine. Why am I using this team? I am going to explain exactly to you why. So I thought of using Okrun as a DPS, but this using Okrun as DPS is extremely good if the boss is one shot. But if you are only doing the highest difficulty bosses, which I highly recommend you spend your orbs on, then Okrun is not the. I mean, he is. The thing is, it all depends on what kind of units you have. So I'm just going to throw this here. If you do have HK Roy, if you do have Fen, if you do have Okarun, and if you have Hoka, please use that team. That team is far, or even Rin and Luvia with Tier, that team is far better than the team that I'm using. But so I just want to put it there because it's not like my team is better than that one. So it's like Roy, not Fen, so Roy, Summer, Rin and Luvia, Okarun, and then Hoka, something like that. Like that, if you have those kind of units, use that team. If you have that team, you should know that that works best. But if you don't have that team, you can follow my team or at least something similar to it. You can try to copy it in your own way, whatever. So as you can see here, I have Madoka here, I have Freerun, I have Misaka, and I have Yubel. So Madoka is actually here to provide all status up and crit rate and crit damage boosts, and of course also the barrier whenever I need it. Freerun is here to provide some a lot of, well, the main arch generator, but also that 400% light damage bonus up for my Misaka. Now Misaka is obviously my main DPS, just dealing big damage, and because of Madoka, I do not need to use my True Arts on Misaka anymore, and because of Yubel, I also don't need to use my True Arts anymore because Yubel is here to do that crit rest down. And although Madoka does do crit rate up, and then Yubel is here to do the crit rest down, but also the super arts damage up with her arts and the arts that she gives with her True Arts. So I am now going to show you how I actually use this team. I am going to use a crystal because for the sake of this video. But look, so as you can see here, there's loads of bosses. What you want is this boss, the highest difficulty boss, and you want to only use your orbs on that one because otherwise you're basically wasting orbs. So let's try to join this real quick. So yeah, let's just do this just once. Okay, so another reason is Okrun is not a human. He's not getting the damage up, but that's not, a huge thing. So we're quickly going to click on autos just so that we can get help with getting the equips. Then we True Arts with Yubel, getting that crit rest down. We True Arts with Freerun to get that arch gen. Then we Super Arts immediately with Misaka and True Arts with Madoka to get that all status up. And there you go, doing already a little bit of damage. So then we arts with Yubel, then we arts with Misaka so that we get that attack up, and of course the arts from Yubel for the super arts damage up. And then we wait a little bit, and then Freerun can go super arts. Yubel can go super arts as well because she gets so much arts in anyways. And then we have Madoka who can super arts, and then of course Misaka who can super arts. So now Misaka is going to do even more damage with her super arts. There you go, look at that, looking beautiful. So now of course we need to get some arch gen again, so we immediately arch gen. There we go, get that arch gen back up, and then we get a barrier just to protect ourselves a little bit. So now technically Misaka is having those very, very nice stacks, so we do use her Yubel's arts again. We can use an arts of Freerun to get that all status up a little bit, and then Madoka as well, and then we super arts with Misaka. And then as you can see, we are slowly dealing, like, well, not slowly, it's actually very quickly a lot of damage. So then we super arch with Freeman again, we true arch with Yubel, there we go, and super arch with Misaka. And can we get a super arch in from, no, it's too late. All right, so then we just throw an arch in there, then we put that super arch damage back up. And, well, someone else is already killing it as well, so we can just super arch, it doesn't matter anymore. And there you go. Okay, he's not, there you go, now he's dead. So, there you go. As you can see, Misaka did 160 million damage, which is very nice, in a matter of, like, what, 2 minutes, which is super nice. So, there you go. This is the team that I use. As you can see, it functions really well. I have units that provide enough arch gem for this boss and for my team. I have enough damage, and let's see. Since I used my tickets, since I used one crystal, let's see if they go another one with the highest difficulty. So why you should join the highest difficulty is mostly because it gives the most rewards, but it also gives the most points. And after this match, I will, in case you don't know, the higher total points you have, the more rewards you will get at the end of the raids event, basically. So actually, let's start with an arch up. All right, so here we go again. We want to, I at least use true arch for my Misaka, because, you know, Midoka's true arch does give all status and Misaka skills with attack. So in my personal opinion, I think that's really valuable. So, and now actually we can get, so there we can get this super arts, we can get this super arts, and then Misaka can also super arts, so that should deal some nice damage. Actually, no, wait, first this, and yep, there you go. Now she's gonna deal some nice damage. There we go. So then, but the thing is, you always have to obviously make sure that you are keeping that arch gen up, because as soon as you lack a little bit of arch gen, everything will go a bit slower. And although it doesn't really matter, like, it's not a huge deal, I mean, that all depends how much you care about how much points you want and that kind of stuff, because the higher points you have, the more rewards you will get at the end of the event. So that's totally up to you, to be honest. I will show you that at the end of this. There you go. So again, Misaka 137 million damage, and of course everyone else also Midoka actually deals a lot more damage than I expected her to do. Alright, so there we go, super quickly, blah blah blah. As you can see here, if you click on rewards on total points, you can see here that you can get 5 blessed gems, which is 10 luck gems basically, and 5 rainbow gems, and 3,000 AUK for the first and third place. And then for the 4th and 10th it's a little bit less, 11, 30 is a little bit less, 31 and 100 is a little bit less, and then 100 and 1000 is also a little bit less. And then below 1000, well, you're not getting anything. 500 AUKs, below 500 AUKs is just, you know, if you get 1 blessed gem, that is already insane. So being top 1000 is what you should be aiming for. I am currently top 55 in total points. Max damage, I'm top 26, but max damage doesn't give any rewards. So you should be focusing on the total points. So now that I've explained my team and the damage, now I'm just going to give you some tips on raid itself. So I've already said one, which is raid orbs generate slowly. You get 1 raid orb every half an hour, or you get 3 whenever you level up. If you're high level, then you don't have to worry about that, because high levels, you don't really level up that quick. But if you're a new player, make sure to always use those 3 orbs before you level up. And so it takes time for those raid orbs to recharge. And because of that reason, you should always try to join difficult stages instead of easy ones, because if you join difficult stages, you can deal a lot more damage, and if you deal a lot more damage, you can get more rewards and more points for the final rewards at the end of the event. Okay, I am not joining this one because it somehow just died. Yeah, there you go. All right, so as you can see here, there are people with 999, like a billion nines, and it's not real. At least as far as I'm aware, it is just like well, maybe actually I have no clue, but at the end of the event, those will not be able to get the rewards. Like, because if you click on the rewards, it will on total points, it says here, due to database design, the record stored in the app may differ from the data contained in the server on occasion. When this happens, data stored in the database will be used to determine the results. So they are giving out the rewards based on their database and not based on what we see. So just don't worry about that. If you see like these people that have some stupid numbers, it's not affecting you. So don't worry about that. Anyway, so let's see if we can join, a new one that isn't immediately dying. So anyway, so yeah, the first tip that I wanted to give is make sure to always join the highest difficulty one. Now, the second tip I want to give is to not spend your crystals on getting those orbs, because it is not really worth it. I mean, of course, if you have a lot of crystals to spare, yeah, go for it. Like, I'm not gonna stop you. But if you don't, yeah, highly recommend to not do that. It's not really worth your crystals, so don't worry about that. Let's see what else. Well, I can't think of any other tips when I am going into a battle, so maybe that was not the best idea. So let's do super arch here. There we go. Let's do true arch here again, and let's do super arch here. Let's do true arch here, because why not? Okay, there you go. Of course, keep in mind that there are many other people who also want to join, and the more, oh right, there you go, I thought of another tip. So you have raid orbs and you have raid tickets. Raid orbs are used when you join another person, and raid tickets are used to create a party, basically. With raid tickets, unless you can't defeat it by yourself, I highly recommend to just start raid, ID search only, and kill the boss yourself. That way you get more points. If you care about the leaderboard and you care about those blessed gems and rainbow gems, then just start raid, ID search only, and just, you know, don't let anyone join. If you don't care about it, or if you genuinely need help, then sure, friends only, anyone, ask for SOS or whatever, like, go ahead, that's fine. So but yeah, if you care about the leaderboard, don't do that. Just start raid by yourself, defeat the boss entirely by yourself. You can do it. And yeah, so yeah, I've said the teams, I've said some tips about the raid orbs, raid tickets. Let's see if there's anything else. I mean, that's pretty much it. There's not too much to say about the about raid. All you need to know is just use the right team, and yeah, make sure you don't waste your raid orbs. On top of that, I do want to say, if you do decide to join people that are having a lower boss, so a 3-star, 2-star, 2-star, just use Okurun. If you have him, of course, if you have him. If you don't have him, you know, use another nuker. They have, like, even Misaka. Misaka can probably one-shot, but you'll need to make sure that you have the right equips to get her super arts up. But otherwise, yeah, you can one-shot these bosses. Like, as long as they're below 4-star, I'm pretty sure. So that's one. You can one-shot this one, you can one-shot this one, you can one-shot this one, you can one-shot this. Okay. Yeah, anyone below 3 stars is one-shottable. Yeah, you can one-shot every boss below 3 stars. As soon as you get to 5 stars and 7 stars, yeah, then as you can see, you don't one-shot them anymore, no matter who you use. So yeah. So make sure that you have a team that has a little bit of sustain. You're not dying. You're really not dying. So but it does feel nice to be safe. So like when I pop up the barrier from Madoka, it's nice. It's just nice, you know. It's just it's a good feeling. But you most of the time don't have to. There are some times where you might have to pop the arts or some heal, which is why I just use true arts on Madoka, because it gives all status up. All status up is also pseudo heal. It's just best. So I just feel the most comfortable with the team. I do most damage with this team, because pseudo heal is not just pseudo heal. It's also, well, if it's all status up, then it's also attack up, and Misaka has the attack ratio. Okun has the attack ratio. If you have Saitama, Saitama has also the attack ratio, and Hajime also has the attack defense ratio. Saitama as well, actually. So yeah, just try to get as much damage as possible, but also don't forget about Archen. Archen is also extremely important, because it's not just a one-shot boss. You do actually need to deal a lot of damage for it to end. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much all you need to know. And yeah, I wish you the best of luck. on raids. I'm very happy that I finally got to experience it. I've already had so much fun. I just wish that raid orbs were not 3 and that I could join more people regardless of the leaderboard. Like I just want to, you know, do something. But yeah, really fun, really fun. And yeah, I wish you guys all the best of luck. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for watching this video. I really hope it helped, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.